The world of hip-hop and romance is in utter disarray, and there's a very good reason why Kirk Frost is at the center of it all. Fans are in disbelief as they try to piece together what actually happened behind the scenes after a leaked video of Rashida and Mendes appeared online, displaying drama like never before. Messier Kirk makes a shocking revelation that has everyone talking when he says that Rashida's unborn child may not even be his. Yes, you read correctly. We're dissecting everything from Kirk's outrageous claims to insiders sharing confidential information because this story is only beginning, and believe me, it's going to get ugly between Kirk Frost, Rashida, and Mendes Harris. While all hell is erupting, the most important question is still how this video leaked, who released it, and most importantly, is there any truth to Kirk's shocking claim? Kirk has always been known for his explosive reactions, but this is something completely different. Minds, this isn't just drama, this is betrayal, secrecy, and raw anger all colliding at once. It is impossible to ignore Kirk's rage after the internet was choked by leaked footage of Rashida and Mendes. According to people familiar with the matter, Kirk was at home when he first learned about the leak and initially dismissed it as just another internet hoax, but as soon as he saw it, everything changed. His marriage, his trust, and his entire reality were shattered in a matter of seconds. Kirk had learned over the years to ignore rumors about Rashida, but when he finally saw the video, his hands balled into fists and his blood ran cold, because this was more than just unfounded rumors. It was something he couldn't ignore. The video purports to show Rashida and Mendes laughing and talking in an intimate setting that is far too close for Kirk's comfort. It isn't particularly scandalous, but when the rail bomb dropped, Kirk started to wonder if Rashida's pregnancy had anything to do with Mendes's. Their body language, eye contact, and interaction all convey that everything they say doesn't require words. Their chemistry alone was enough to send Kirk's mind racing swiftly past arguments and moments of secretive behavior. No matter where people stand, it's obvious that this is a disaster that no one saw coming. According to insiders, Kirk didn't waste any time processing what he had just witnessed, and as soon as he did, he stormed into the bedroom, his voice shaking with rage. He allegedly yelled at Rashida while holding up his phone, displaying the, taken out of context, the video, "You thought I wouldn't find out, you really thought this wouldn't come back to me?" reads, "You really think I would do something like this after everything we've been through?" Rashida responded in a furious voice, but Kirk wasn't persuaded because his mind was already going in the worst possible directions, and his rage only grew. Rashida's eyes widened in shock, her breath caught in her throat, and the weight of Kirk's accusation hung in the air like a dark storm cloud, suffocating her and making it impossible to escape. Her hands trembled as she stepped back, disbelief washing over her. "You've lost your damn mind, Kirk," she said. Then came the words that changed everything, including mine. Whispered barely above a breath. But Kirk wasn't backing down. "Answer the damn question," he growled, his patience completely gone. And Rashida snapped, her face burning with rage, screaming, "You have the audacity to accuse me after everything we've been through and all the times you messed up." The internet was in a frenzy as fans analyzed every second of the leaked footage in search of clues. Some swore that the body language revealed something deeper, while others insisted that it was an innocent moment being exaggerated, but at this point it didn't. Her voice cracked, tears welling in her eyes, but Kirk wasn't moved. He had already made up his mind. Kirk and Rashida went to war behind closed doors, and it became evident that someone deliberately leaked this video knowing exactly what it would do. The real question is, was this a setup, a calculated move to tear apart Kirk and Rashida's relationship? Even so, it didn't matter because the damage was already done. The seed of doubt had been planted in Kirk's mind, and there was no turning back. From within, or is there something more profound that we haven't yet discovered? As tensions rise, there is a mystery surrounding the video leaker. The truth seems farther away than ever, and just when it seemed like things couldn't get any worse, Rashida stood motionless, her thoughts racing when Kirk's words echoed like a thunderclap. "Is that baby even mine?" The boldness of her fists clenched as she fought back her emotions, but the fire in her eyes said it all. "You have lost your damn mind, Kirk. The internet is on fire, the world of love and hip-hop has been thrown into complete chaos, and there's a damn good chance that the accusation knocked her breath out." This was not just about a video anymore. It was about trust, loyalty, and everything they had built together. The reason Kirk Frost is at the center of it all is because a leaked video of Rashida and Menderes recently surfaced online, revealing drama like never before. Fans are confused and trying to piece together what actually happened behind the scenes. But just when you think it could get any messier, Kirk drops a bombshell that has everyone talking. He says Rashida's unborn child might not even be this. Story is just getting started, and believe me, it's going to get ugly between Kirk Frost Rashida and Mendes Harris. Fans are going crazy because it's not just drama. It's betrayal, secrecy, and raw anger all colliding at once. Yes, you heard that right. We're breaking it all down, from Kirk's wild accusations to insider sources spilling exclusive tea. Kirk has always been known for his explosive reactions, but this is something completely different. The leaked footage of Rashida and Mendes has the internet in a chokehold, and it is impossible to ignore Kirk's rage. The biggest questions now are how this video even leaked, who put it online, and most importantly, is there any truth to Kirk's shocking claim? Kirk was at home when he first learned about the leak, according to people familiar with the matter. At first, he dismissed it as just another internet hoax, but when he finally saw it, everything changed. His marriage, his trust, and his entire reality were all upended in a matter of seconds. For years, Kirk had learned to ignore rumors about Rashida, but when he finally saw the video, his hands went cold, balled into fists because this wasn't just unfounded rumors, this was something he couldn't ignore. The video purports to show Rashida and Mendes laughing and conversing in a private setting that is far too close for Kirk's comfort. Nothing particularly scandalous occurs in the video, but their body language, eye contact, and interaction convey that their chemistry is so strong that words weren't necessary. Alone was sufficient to speed Kirk's thoughts past arguments and moments of secretive behavior when Rashida appeared distant. Then, when the rail bomb dropped, Kirk started to wonder if Rashida's pregnancy had anything to do with Mendes. Yes, Kirk is now certain that there is a chance, no matter how remote, that he might not be the father, regardless of where people stand. It's obvious that this is a catastrophe that no one anticipated. According to insiders, Kirk wasted no time in processing what he had just witnessed. His voice trembling with rage, he allegedly yelled at Rashida while brandishing his phone, displaying the video. "You really thought this wouldn't come back to me taken out of context, you?" he allegedly said. "After everything we've been through, I honestly thought I would do something like this." Rashida retaliated with a voice full of anger, but Kirk wasn't persuaded. His mind was already spinning into the worst-case scenarios, and his rage only grew. Then, the words that changed everything, including mine, came. The room fell silent, and Rashida's eyes widened in shock. Her hands trembled as she stepped back, disbelief washing over her. "You've lost your damn mind, Kirk," she whispered barely, above a breath, but Kirk wasn't backing down. He growled, his patience gone, and she answered the damn question. The weight of Kirk's accusation hung in the air like a dark storm cloud, suffocating her and making it impossible to escape. "After everything we've been through, after all the times you messed up, you have the audacity to accuse me," Rashida screamed, her face burning with rage. Her voice cracked, tears welling in her eyes, but Kirk wasn't moved. He had already made up his mind. Meanwhile, the internet was in a frenzy as fans examined every second of the leaked footage in search of hints. Others claimed that the incident was an innocent moment that was exaggerated, but at this point, it didn't even matter, because the damage had already been done and the seed of doubt had been sown in Kirk's mind. As Kirk and Rashida went to war behind closed doors, it became evident that someone was deliberately leaked this video, knowing exactly what it would do. The real question is, was this a premeditated attempt to destroy Rashida and Kirk's relationship from the inside out, or is there something deeper that we haven't yet discovered? As tensions rise, there is a mystery surrounding the identity of the leaker, and the truth feels more far away than ever. The accusation was so outrageous that it took her breath away. It wasn't just about a video anymore. It was about trust, loyalty, and everything they had built together. Rashida stood frozen, her mind racing, and Kirk's words echoed like the past. "It's about the present. After all the times you made me doubt this marriage, you finally did it." But Kirk wasn't having it. His anger had already reached its limit. "You have lost your damn mind, Kirk," And with that, the battle lines were drawn. You see a short clip that is totally out of context, and then all of a sudden the fight was going out of control, neither of us backing down, while social media was already in a frenzy. I'm supposed to ignore it because he looked so damn comfortable with another man, and his voice cut through the tension like a knife. Rashida shook her head in shock. Kirk ran a hand down his face in rage, saying, "Don't turn this around on me, Rashida." His jaw clenched and she shot back, "No, Kirk, you don't get to flip this on me." Some called Kirk's claims reckless and disgusting, while others noted that the video did appear suspicious. Hashtags like #Kirk exposed Rashida loyalty test and our homewrecker were already trending. Their argument continued behind closed doors, with Rashida's voice eerily calm, but her eyes burning with fire. You don't get to act like some victim when you're the last person who should be questioning anybody's loyalty. You know what? I have done nothing but stand by you through all your crap through the Kirk wasn't backing down. He had put the question out there, and despite Rashida's denials, doubt clawed at his mind. Then, his phone buzzed again. Another notification. His stomach dropped, and a second video leaked. This time, it wasn't just a few innocent people. This is where the lies, cheating, and humiliation lie. Now, when I need you to believe in me, you throw this in my face. When Kirk clicked the link, his whole body tensed. The 30-second clip sent him into a downward spiral, showing Rashida and Mandisi sitting close to each other in a dimly lit room, their heads almost touching as they whispered. The part that made Kirk's blood boil was when Mendes reached out and tucked a stray hair behind Rashida's ear. His hands shook, and his breath came unevenly. Rashida's eyes flashed with panic as soon as she noticed the change in his face. I'm not sure where this is coming from, but Kirk, you need to calm down. Are you serious? His voice boomed through the house. How many more of these damn videos are there? Rashida exhaled sharply, pinching the bridge of her nose. It was a small gesture, but to Kirk, it meant the world. What the hell is? The second video went viral within minutes, and fans analyzed every frame. Some swore it was proof that Rashida and Mendes had something going on, while others insisted it was all a setup. Whatever this is, whatever people are trying to spin, it's not what you think, but Kirk wasn't. People in the industry had been side-eyeing Rashida and Mendes for some time because of their close relationship, but the real question was who leaked these videos and was attempting to harm Rashida. You think I'm blind, Rashida, and I don't see what's happening. After seeing this, I'm supposed to think this baby is mine. Kirk has every right to be upset after learning that an insider who claimed to be close to Mendes broke their silence and said something that made everything worse. The anonymous source revealed that fans speculated that Yandandi Smith Mendesi's wife might have leaked the footage because she had access to it, had a motive, and had a history of Kirk's hands trembled as he tapped his screen. But before he could even process that possibility, another shock hit. It was a text from an unknown number. If you truly want the truth about Rashida and Mendes's, call me and I'll tell you everything. Kirk's heart pounded as he stared at the message, just when he thought it couldn't get any worse. Rashida's eyes widened as she heard the voice note, and Kirk's breath caught. You better not be believing this, Kirk, she warned. I tried warning you before, but you didn't listen. This isn't just about a video. His thumb hovered over the screen, and he pressed play despite his pride telling him to ignore it. However, his face was unreadable. His jaw was locked. His mind was spiraling into anger, doubt, betrayal, and he whispered to himself, gripping his phone tighter, "Who the hell is this?" Then, without warning, he grabbed his keys and asked, "Where are you going?" Rashida called after him, her voice containing hints of desperation. Kirk turned at the door, his face cold, to learn the truth. And then he disappeared into the streets. Blurred by him as he drove through Atlanta, clutching the steering wheel in white-knuckled rage, the voicemail, the accusations, the videos, and at last he pulled up to a familiar location, Mandisi's favorite bar, and he rushed inside, where he was sitting in a private booth, drinking a drink and scrolling through his phone. Mendes looked up just in time to see Kirk walking toward his eyes. "I do not know who is feeding you all this mess, but I swear I do not have nothing going on with Rashida," he said, slamming his hands on the table, his eyes burning, cutting the crap ends. "I want to know right now what the truth is about to come out," he said, his face darkening as he narrowed in confusion. Kirk's voice was dangerous, and then there was a tap leak, and now some unknown person is hitting me and saying, "I need a damn DNA test." Kirk refused to believe it, so he explained the videos and the reasons why industry people were saying that you guys were too friendly. Kirk clenched his hands and breathed heavily, displaying his frustration. "Listen to yourself, bro. You really think I would do that behind your back? You think I would risk everything, including my marriage and my name, for what a rumor is? I want to believe you, but I cannot ignore what I have been seeing and hearing." Mendices inhale sharply. Kirk scowled and lowered his voice, asking, "What are you saying? Someone wants to break you and Rashid up, and whoever it is, they're doing a damn good job. Could this really be a setup? Could this be a text exchange between an anonymous sender and Yandandy Smith Anonymous? It is done. The videos are out. Kirk is losing it." Yandandy Good ensures that he continues to question everything. Blood ran cold, his hands trembled, and he muttered, "Now, Dawning, you're behind this man, BCs." He grabbed the phone and went home, scanning the message with his eyes before his face darkened instantly. Kirk's world fell apart all around him, including the movies, the words, the stories, and, worst of all, Rashida was unaware that her own friend was behind him. Maybe pulling the strings, Kirk's heart thumped in his ears as he turned to Mies. "Need to face her," he said in a low, dangerous voice, his face unreadable. The two men then stormed out, ready to face the one person they never imagined would betray them, but they were not aware that Yandi would not be losing easily, and that the truth was far from that. The news that Yandi might be behind everything sent Kirk into a tailspin, and he barely noticed the sound of the car engine roaring to life as he sped toward Yandi's place in New York City. Sitting next to him, quiet but tense, his fists clenched as they pulled up in the car, was worse than they had ever imagined. Kirk and Mind DC stormed out of the lounge, their minds racing, their blood boiling. Kirk was already out of the car and walking toward the front door of Yandi's house with fire in his eyes. He didn't even knock. Instead, he pounded on the door, showing no patience. If Yendi had been the mastermind behind this chaos, if she had been the one spreading the rumors, leaking the video, and escalating his concerns about Rashida, then she had to give an explanation. Kirk's thoughts were crystal clear, but the drive was a blur. When Di opened the damn door, there was a moment of silence before it creaked open slowly. When she stood there, her face was a mix of confusion and annoyance. Kirk wasted no time in pushing his phone in her face and showing her the leaked texts. "You tell me, Yandandy, you have been out here playing games with my life, and when you finally figured it out," Mink stepped forward with a low, menacing voice, and Yandi shook her head, acting as though I was wrong for what I did. "My marriage." Why did Yandi's eyes flicker as she stared at the screen for a moment? Her face remained unreadable, and then she crossed her arms and gave a brief comical laugh. "I gave you a little shove," and Kurt clenched his jaw, his hands shaking, and then near me Marriage M's voice cut through the tension like a blade, making Yandi sigh. "And now you have people telling me to get a damn DNA test for my own child. How in the hell is any of that justified?" Yandi rolled her eyes and scoffed. "I simply did what had to be done, and someone had to expose her." Kirk felt as if the floor had been torn out from under him. "What the hell are you talking about?" She looked between them before speaking because Rashida had it coming. Her eyes darkened and her gut fell. However, Yandi's voice remained steady, as if she had practiced this moment 1,000 times. The words hit Kirk like a slap check. Was it something he hadn't seen, or was Yandi bluffing for a moment? Kirk's mind was racing with questions. "Not the woman you think she is. You don't even know half of what she has been up to. So you better not be lying right now, Yandi. If you air it, I'm not lying. So maybe you should check Rashida's phone." MDC saw the pause in Kirk's eyes and said, "Do not let her mess with your head, man. She is playing you. She is playing you."